It's Tom and Todd's Face Off on WRKO.com.
Major League Baseball played its All-Star game. You're getting another game of Face Off with Tom and Todd on WRKO.com.
Look, Finneran's going long.
Who's fooling who here? Press secretary says the White House doesn't follow polls. How absurd is this?
This might be the height of absurdity for an absurd White House. The notion that any White House, but particularly the Barack Obama administration, does not follow political polls is ridiculous. I mean, laugh out loud. Give me a break.
Yeah, it may be that things are getting so bad for the Obama administration. You know, on a new poll from CBS, 13% of the American people think that he's helping them with his policies. So, maybe they're going to stop looking as you get down into single digits. Man.
Todd might have discovered a reason why they look the other way, because it's like watching a train wreck right in front of you. The train wreck is occurring in the White House.
It's so glorious, isn't it? They're finally falling apart. Impeachment will fall apart.
Was the Department of Justice wrong in overturning the case against the Black Panthers?
It's really bizarre politics that's going on right now. A caller to our show this week suggested it had to do with making up for lost time. Now that the community organizers are in control of the government, they're trying to give power to everybody, and that includes turning common sense upside down and refusing to punish bad guys.
On this one, it is inexplicable. You read about a default judgment that had already been entered. They backtrack from that. They move ahead aggressively in other areas that are absurd, absolutely absurd. They start suing townships for the fact that townships don't elect what the Department of Justice sees as a perfect kind of tableau or a
Tommy
tapestry.
Finneran, you're not sounding like a loyal Democrat.
Gee,
come on now, Thomas.
What a surprise.
Other states are lining up to enact their own immigration laws, but they're waiting to see what happens with Obama's lawsuit against Arizona. What do you think will happen with the lawsuit, and what do you think will happen if other states start following Arizona?
Well, let's start with the last part of the question first. I think other states, it's inevitable.
Why don't you do the middle part of the question?
No, I'm going to do the last part. It's inevitable that other states will follow Arizona, because there's like a kettle that has started to boil, and you can't keep that pressure contained, the political pressure to address immigration in a serious way, starting with the borders before you get into any of the other comprehensive nonsense. That pressure is unstoppable.
That we're going to have to deport Barack Obama. And that'll be our only chance to get the country straightened out. This is so ridiculous.
I think we deport him to either Wellesley
it's absolutely
or Lexington.
Bizarre.
One of those
that the federal government would be suing the state of Arizona
sanctuary towns
for upholding the federal law. And as has been pointed out, there's all kinds of states who are actually working to violate federal law. Sure. They don't bother suing.
There'll be more than 20 states that begin to mimic in some way or another Arizona. And the telltale sign on this was the way the Democratic governors here in Boston over the past few days reacted when they heard word of the lawsuit. They go into a political panic because they know there's no dividend on this. There's only grief.
Grounds for impeachment, this one. That was it. Another Face-Off. Tom and Todd will see you again next week. WRKO.com.